What is up, fanboys and fangirls? Throwing it back. Audio only. You know how it is. We're going back to the dark ages of this podcast, man. Except Chris isn't here, which kind of makes me sad. But you know who is here? Me. My name is Luke, and joining me this week is Tyler Davis.
It almost looked like you forgot my name for about 2 seconds, and I was a little worried.
I absolutely did forget your name.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
What's your name again? Destiny
Tyler?
2?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm getting real confused.
Great segue, though, because I did play some Destiny 2.
Oh, really? Segue King.
Yeah. So I picked up, Lepke and I, doing our game sharing, picked up Destiny 2 Forsaken and the annual pass. And we spent a good chunk of time this past weekend on it. And it's pretty good. I really enjoyed it so far. I didn't... You all right?
Yeah. I'm just trying not to cough into the mic.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I did enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I really like the new mode Gambit. I just think it's a really good balance of PvE versus PvP. And I really look forward to dumping a little bit of more time into that. Unfortunately, I'm getting ready to go on vacation. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to get much time with it until probably 2 weeks from now.
Yep. Hey, Brett, you like Destiny, don't you?
Oh, Brett's not here.
Brett's not here.
Brett's on vacation this week. But yeah, Brett's
He's on
a huge
vacation?
Destiny guy. Yeah.
He's in Florida, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he retired. You know
Oh.
why? Because that dude is old. He's old, baby.
Brett, we miss you.
Yeah, I love you, Brett. Have fun with your family in Florida.
And then come play Destiny with me when I get back from vacation because we're going to miss each other. I'm also reading a book that I guess it's kind of popular. The show just ended, Game of Thrones.
Never heard of it. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, don't start that one. The book's pretty good so far. I'm waiting on a book to come out, and these books are so long that I'm just kind of reading it while I wait. So I'm not really as dedicated to it as I probably could be. Mm-hmm. But it's good to pass time with it, and I enjoy it. Usually I'll probably read quite a bit of it on the flights and stuff this coming weekend. But other than that, man, I've been chilling. Play a little more Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I watched you play that for a bit.
It's pretty awesome.
You got pwned by some dude.
You also... No, that was Sekiro.
Oh, yeah.
I showed you Sekiro this weekend, and that was nightmare fuel.
I watched you die in like 5 seconds.
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah. What book are you waiting on?
The book is called The Sentence is Death. It's the sequel to The Word is Murder by Anthony Horowitz. It's a detective story that the author of the book is actually a part of. Like, he's in it. He's written as a character in the book. It's kind of cool. It's very meta, but it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I had no idea how the first book was going to end, and I was like, I had some thoughts, but I was way off. Like, I wasn't even close. And that's typically you can kind of see it coming. This one I couldn't, and I really enjoyed it.
Yep.
So yeah, Sentence is Death comes out May 28th. So I should have it when I come back from my trip.
Nice.
Yep. What have you been up to?
Well, first off, I guess the other night I decided to randomly watch the first 2 Hobbit movies back to back.
My man.
I have not seen those since theaters. Man, I really enjoyed those first 2. Obviously, they're no Lord of the Rings, not by a long shot, but I had a good time watching them. And I'm really excited to finish out with the third one sometime. And then also, I watched the penultimate episode of Doom Patrol. Seriously, the show it's so good. Like, I'm so excited for the finale to come out this Friday. And I'm kind of sad because I will be on vacation, so I won't get to watch it at home, but I'll probably end up watching it on my iPad late at night when everybody else goes to bed.
Was it called Penultimate Patrol?
It's called Penultimate Patrol.
I love it so much.
And there's a moment in it that made me laugh so hard that I can't wait for you to catch up to it. And I think you'll laugh a lot you'll know what moment I'm talking about.
I'll probably catch up pretty quick. I'm probably going to download a few episodes for my travels.
Yep. But yeah, one more episode. Doom Patrol made DC Universe a viable streaming service option for people. So if you're wanting to check out that show, I mean, you could get DC Universe, honestly, for a month and just watch that show. And then try it out for the month. If you don't like it, get rid of it. It's whatever.
It's on Xbox now.
Yep. And I watched Game of Thrones with you, and Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. We'll wait till Brett gets back to talk about Game of Thrones.
So I guess that's homework, a little bit of business work on the front end of the podcast. We are going to wait for our Game of Thrones finale review until Brett gets back from vacation, just for the sake of that's a huge episode, huge conversation that we would like all three of us to be around to have.
Yep.
And I forgot to mention something, and I don't see it on your notes either. We saw John Wick 3.
Oh, well, yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. The last thing I did, this was kind of my big thing from the week. I went and picked up Rage 2. It's fun. Like, it's a really good time. I do have some problems with it. But I do think people will get a kick out of it. Specifically, people who like Far Cry. It's very similar, even in its structure. There's 3 like places you go to, and you have to do all the quests in that area before you finish that area, and then it kind of comes together. I haven't beat it yet, so I don't know the ending, but I've probably put like 12 hours into it. I kind of just like exploring the world in my car and trying to find all the different guns and powers that you can have. But kind of off the bat, for I guess a rating, I'd give it a fanboy worthy. It's not super enthusiastic. If you like Far Cry 5 is what probably I would compare it to the most, except it's sci-fi based more.
Right.
But if you liked Far Cry 5, I think you'll like this. I do think Far Cry 5 is a lot better, though.
I liked Far Cry 5 quite a bit.
But I guess some quick pros and cons. The gunplay in it is a lot of fun, especially how they make you feel so cool. Because you got like these superpowers with this special suit that you wear, so you can like kind of use the force, and you can Fus Roda people and all this. Yeah, you like lunge towards them, you just blast them into a million pieces. It's awesome. And that it never gets old. Just annihilating everybody, which is good because a con, that's all you do. All you do is shoot people. You go to this place, shoot everybody, leave. Go to this place, shoot everybody, pick up this thing by holding X, leave. Like, that's all you really do. I've had maybe 1 or 2 missions where it's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. So there's no like puzzles or anything like that?
Not really.
Okay. How's the movement?
It's good.
Does it move like fluidly?
It's really fast. And I don't feel like I'm struggling with it. I feel like it could be better. Like, the best part about Anthem was its movement, I'd say. Mm-hmm. And so it's definitely not up to that. I think being in first person harms the movement a bit, because you can't see everything. Like, right. You can't see to your right, your left, or behind you. And so you're constant, like, there's a dash superpower move, and you're using it all the time because you're constantly evading. You have to move around to get health. Mm-hmm. And I will run into stuff a lot. Thankfully, I've unlocked a double dash, so if I hit something, I can just dash again, and that's fine. But I think some people might be like, this movement is not for me.
Gotcha.
But it doesn't bother me. I have a good time.
I really liked the movement in Doom.
Yeah. Lots of people have been comparing this to Doom. They've added a lot of things from Doom, like the Berserk mode from Doom. You have an overdrive mode, which just makes you a lot more powerful, gives you a little bit of health and all that stuff, and lets you kill people a lot easier. So it's a lot similar to that. But I can't compare it to that because I haven't played it.
Right.
But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I like the movement in Doom, so I bet I would like it.
Yeah. Also, all the guns like have 2 firing modes that you use by holding L, like to aim down the sight. So like it's really cool. The shotgun, if you just fire from the hip, it's a shotgun. Mm-hmm. If you aim down the sight, it takes like the slugs and it puts them together, and it has really long range, and it's like a blast back cannon. So you just, like, if somebody's really far away and they're on a ledge, you shoot them with the blast back part of it, and they just go flying off. And instead of shooting them like 3 times with a shotgun, they are just gone. And so like there's different things like that. Like there's different, like rocket launcher has different lock-on mode. The assault rifle's the same. a really cool one, I think, is the pistol. It's burst fire from the hip, but when you aim down the sight, it's a really powerful single bullet.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
so it's like a deagle.
Yeah, I think that's really cool, and I don't have all the guns yet.
But you're working on it.
But I'm working on it. Yeah. Let's see what else can. Ranger suit powers. I don't have all those yet either. I've just been exploring and kind of getting as much of the currency I can, because a pro and a con, there is so much unlockable powers and different things. Like you have projects that give you certain abilities with the people that you meet. You can upgrade all your guns to make them better. And then you can also use nanotrites to upgrade your suit.
Jeez.
And give you certain powers, damage resistance, or like certain buffs. And it's really awesome, all the different stuff you can choose from. However, they all take... You can also upgrade your car. I forgot to mention that. I haven't done that at all because I never really fight in it. It's like an auto aim thing. The car, it drives fine, but I just get out and shoot people because it's
so honestly, if you remember like just before the game came out, I told you I watched some videos and it just didn't look like something I would like. It's the car.
Yeah.
The car to me looks like a huge turnoff. Like it does not look fun at all.
The car,
like, the worst parts of Arkham Knight is the Batmobile stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want that again.
100%. But the good thing about this is it lets you get out.
Whenever.
Like in Arkham Knight, you couldn't get out as Batman and destroy the tanks or anything. In this, you just get out of the car and you can shoot everybody. And it's a lot of fun. Like, it's the best part about the game.
That's awesome.
But yeah, there's so many different currencies, and sometimes I kind of find myself just trying to collect as much Feltrite as I can, which is also your health, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like, I just want to unlock this thing, and which one do I want to spin it on? I don't have enough for either one, and it kind of gets a little taxing, but...
Probably creates a little bit of redundancy.
Yeah, the good thing is, though, when you're looking for it, you're having fun because you're
just wrecking
You're
fools.
just wrecking fools. Yeah, like I'm throwing people off giant towers and all this stuff. Coughing. Yeah, I'm still got a little cough from my Nepal trip. Sorry, everybody. And then I guess the last con, the story. I don't care about it. I do not care about it. I just want to shoot people.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think people have a lot of fun with it. It doesn't seem like a long game. It's going to be my summer kind of break game for now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not too heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all need them.
Yep. So, Rage 2, if you think you'll like it, you probably will. If you think you'll love it, I don't know about that. Like,
I've heard it's just exactly what it's advertised itself to
that's
be.
the best way to put it.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. Like, I love a game that knows what it is and kind of just embraces that. And it
Also,
sounds like Rage 2 does.
Not every game needs to be Red Dead Redemption 2.
Absolutely not.
I don't need a 120-hour Rage 2 campaign.
Yeah. No.
I don't need to go air my tires up on my car and all that stuff. Like, that stuff, like Red Dead 2 was an awesome game. I love that game. I still haven't beat that game, though, because some of the stuff in that game is just like, I don't want to take another bath.
Yeah.
Rockstar, thank you.
Yeah.
But gosh dang it, I need to beat that gosh dang game.
You do, because it turns into...
Because stuff keeps coming out, though, and I keep getting it.
Yeah. It turns into like a full shoot 'em up. And it's awesome.
Anyway, that's everything I did.
All right. So this week, a lot of news dropped.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is right now, and this is going to be probably the bulk of our episode,
absolutely,
is go through these news stories because there is so many things to talk about.
Some of them we're not going to spend very much time on.
Yeah, some we won't spend a lot of time on. Some we'll revisit with Brett because they're more in Brett's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But this is going to be the big thing.
Yep.
So I'm going to kick it off.
Alrighty.
With a rumor story. There is rumors that the box art and release date for Gears 5 has come out.
Ooh. Your favorite franchise.
I was going to say, for those who don't know, I'm a huge Gears guy. I'm really excited about Gears 5. I think the Coalition is going to take this game in a different direction, and it's going to throw people off.
Is that they're the new people making it?
That's who made 4. So that's who took over after Epic.
I almost beat Gears 1.
Yeah, you're like, I'm at the last fight and didn't even realize it. But no, like, I'm really excited for a while back there was an interview with the Coalition and they were talking about Gears 4 and they were like, we just wanted to make a game that Gears fans would love. Now we're going to do what we want to do. Mm-hmm. And that's what Gears 5 is going to be. And I love that they dropped the Gears of War and just made it Gears because now it's not about a war. Mm-hmm. It's a family thing. And I think that it can lend itself to some really good storytelling. So I'm really excited about that. But the rumor is September 10th, which is way sooner than I expected it. So I'm kind of chomping at the bit for E3. Like, I really want to know.
Dude, I'm with you for
I
different
really
reasons, but
I really want to know if that's true. Because if that's true, I'm going to pre-order it the minute it goes out.
E3 is in 21 days, I think.
Yeah, June 11?
Yeah, I think it's 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, I think so.
12, 13, 14, something around there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm getting really excited for E3.
That's always a big episode for us.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I want to hear something about Cyberpunk, and I want to hear something about Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Those are the only things I care about. And maybe if they talk about Metroid Prime 4 again, but I doubt we'll hear anything about that.
I don't think we'll hear much. Sony's not going to E3 this year. So I don't know.
I think they're going
to do their own thing.
They're going to do their own thing around E3 time.
Yeah. You'll hear something.
Yeah, I better hear something. It's video games week. So I'll just kind of kick it off, I guess. No, I'll stay in video game land. Microsoft and Sony, they're playing ball with each other now. They're teaming up to kind of go into cloud gaming and building up AI and that stuff. They're working together. Tyler,
this is the start of something good.
Are we gonna see crossplay in our future soon?
Maybe in like the next 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ask me in 10 years.
Yeah, ask me in 10 years.
Gosh dang it.
I think this is good though. It's good to see that these two companies are willing to work together because historically they haven't really wanted to.
Yeah.
And so maybe this blossoms into crossplay, like full-blown crossplay, rather than just a few titles. This is one of those stories I really wish Brett was here to kind of discuss because I'm curious because he would probably know more about the particulars.
Yeah, we'll keep that one on the notes.
It'll be on the burner because I think there's a lot there. Yeah, I still didn't watch that. It's all good though.
And so, kind of sticking with Sony, I guess.
Yeah.
They just announced today. Is that today or yesterday?
That was yesterday.
PlayStation Studios is now a thing, and they're going to start adapting the Sony catalog into different franchises for film and TV. Mm-hmm. And then today they started announcing their first
projects.
Projects, things that are actually starting to go into development. A Twisted Metal TV series.
Okay, so I loved Twisted Metal.
I never played this.
It's literally battle cars.
Okay.
And it's awesome. It's like Death Race, but like turn it up to 11, like Rage 2 Borderlands, like futuristic. Mm-hmm. Like the picture they always show is the ice cream truck with the flaming clown face.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Then
I don't
they
know
also
how it would work, but I'm in.
They also talked more about the Uncharted movie that's been in development for a while. Yeah. Tom Holland has been attached. I'm not a fan of that.
The move. Yeah.
I don't want a young Nathan Drake. It's the worst part of the games, in my opinion. I'd rather just have another Uncharted game where you play spoilers after the fourth one where you play as his daughter, and you team up with your dad, and your dad takes what's his name? The old guy. This is super annoying. Anyway, Sully, yes. Nathan takes the Sully role, and you're the daughter, and you go on adventures. I think that's a direction, and I'd do it. I love the Uncharted games.
I like Tom Holland as an actor, but I'm kind of with you. I don't think we need to de-age all of our characters. I think that's it's crappy to say. That's the safe way to make a franchise is to cast somebody young.
Yeah.
And video game movies haven't necessarily had the greatest rap, so they need to cast somebody that people like, and that's the route they go.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunate, but true.
Why don't you cast that Spider-Man kid?
Yeah. People like him.
I'll let you take this one, Tyler, because you're more into this.
Yeah. So
tell me about this.
There's been some news kind of floating around with Call of Duty 2020, which is not this year's game, the following. So Sledgehammer and Raven are the two studios that are working on the next Call of Duty for next year. The rumor was it was going to be set in the Cold War. And now they're being pushed to a support role for Treyarch, who does the Black Ops franchise, World at War, and Call of Duty 2020 will be Black Ops 5. This, to me, so I have two thoughts on this. We've kind of talked about one, but we'll get into it here in a second. My first thought is Call of Duty's in trouble, and they're scrambling, and they're trying to find a way, and they know that people love Treyarch. Granted, not this time around. They're really upset with them, but Treyarch typically puts out pretty good Call of Duty games. This is a problem. Like, the biggest issue I have with this is instead of making Black Ops 5, why don't they just double down on Black Ops 4?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, they have Blackout, which is obviously a hit because it's a really good mode. I'll say it. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, me too.
And they have the Contraband streams, which I think are really cool. It's like a free battle pass where you can just level it up and you get gear. I think it's cool. Granted, you may not like the gear. That's fine. That's your opinion. I don't really care for the cosmetic stuff. I just think I like the progression. It makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something when I play it.
It gives you a goal to work towards.
Right. I don't feel like I'm playing for nothing, which is a huge part of gaming. But no, I think they should double down their efforts. You know, if you're a season pass or annual pass or whatever they call it now, Black Ops pass holder, you should get more maps, more content. And maybe if you want to do like a Black Ops Year 2 pass and sell it for $20 or $30, that's fine, you know. But I don't think we need another $60 game that's going to be a reskin of Black Ops 4 because there's no way they're making that game that fast. It's just not possible.
Yeah, and like would it just include another different Blackout mode?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then you wouldn't be able to play? And
see, and that's the problem I have with the new Call of Duty coming out this year from Infinity Ward is Blackout done? Like, people are still going to play Blackout.
I won't get the next one. Most likely. Unless people are like, this is the best Call of Duty that's ever been graced on video game screens. In fact, it's better than any video game ever made. That will make me get it.
Wow. If a Call of Duty gets that kind of review, I'll buy 2 of them. Because that'll never happen. But no, it's just interesting to see Call of Duty. Call of Duty's been a franchise that's never really struggled like this.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Well, now you got games coming out that are free.
Yeah.
That 50 million people are playing.
That accomplish the same kind of thing.
Yep.
Give you the same thing you want.
Yep.
So they got to figure something out. I don't think releasing Black Ops 5 is in their best interests. But I think
it'd be nice to see some like loyalty to the people that you've been that have been supporting you.
I think it would say a lot if they doubled down on Black Ops 4.
Yep.
You know, that would be like, yeah, you know, we have a lot of faith in this game.
Mm-hmm.
We think this is a good game, and we think we can get this thing to where everybody loves it.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to pay the production costs of making a whole new game. Like, you can that could be the best move for them, in my opinion. But we'll see. The problem is the Call of Duty coming out this year, and then next year trying to go back to 4. It's kind of that's where your problem lies, I think. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I think they're in trouble, though. I don't think this is good.
Yep. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's all we can do is wait and see. So I think that's it for video games, kind of. I guess to kick off kind of our movie news, we'll stick with a video game franchise. Mortal Kombat movie is finally happening. It was announced, and it's being produced by James Wan.
Luke and I always talk about this. We needed this to happen.
This is the video game movie that where you can make it bad.
And it'll still be good.
It'll still be good.
People will watch it. Like, have you gone back and watched Mortal Kombat?
That movie ages so poorly, and I love it.
I love it so much.
When Goryu comes out, and you're just like, oh, gross.
I
love it.
My favorite is Reptile when he turns into the lizard. You're just like,
it's like
what
the worst
on
CG.
Earth? Is this clip art? Like, it looks so bad, and I love it so much. And Ed Boon is in those movies.
Who is he?
He's Scorpion.
He is?
Or maybe he's Reptile in the first one. I think he's Scorpion in the second one.
That's funny.
It's on IMDb.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, but we both love James Wan, and he's producing it. It's filming in Adelaide, Australia.
So it'll be beautiful.
I think it's starting this summer, fall. It's
And-
starting soon. Whatever.
Yeah.
Production is starting pretty quick on it though, but and then it comes out March 5th, 2021.
Yeah.
So
I'll be there day one, baby.
dude, I'll be with you. Unless I'm in a different country or something. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm willing to miss Mortal Kombat if I'm willing to miss Endgame. Sorry.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
But now since we're in movie news, I'll kind of go through the trailers that dropped this week.
Yeah, let's do that.
We had one for an animated DC movie, Batman Hush. I know you haven't seen that one.
I haven't watched it, but I know I'll watch this movie because I love the book.
Yeah. I'm glad they're adapting this. I just wish it wasn't with the new 52 style animation they've been doing, and I wish it wasn't in their
Continuation.
Yeah.
Continuity.
Continuity, that's the word I'm looking for. I wish it was an Elseworld story, its own thing.
Who's voicing Batman in it? It's not Conroy, is it?
No,
is it
it's
Greenwood.
It's Jason O'Mara.
Oh, okay.
That same one, yeah.
He's good though.
He is good.
Yeah.
Thankfully. But we also got a trailer for Black Mirror season 5.
Sorry, that really bums me out that Conroy doesn't get to do it because when we interviewed him, he
was
specifically
looking forward
said he
to it.
wanted to do Hush.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
Hey, maybe we can get him in the long Halloween version though.
Maybe.
Because that one is an Elseworld. They
Yeah.
said it was, and if it's not, I will punch something.
Jim Lee.
I couldn't think of anything. No,
Punch
I
a
will not
dolphin.
punch Jim Lee.
Will you punch a dolphin in the
Yes.
blowhole?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that a reference to something?
I used to always say I'd punch a dolphin in the blowhole.
Oh, it's a reference to yourself. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I heard it at a concert once. I think it was Norma Jean, their front man, said it, and I was like, I'm gonna use that for the rest of my life.
And you have. Good
Yep.
good job.
Yeah.
We got Black Mirror season 5 trailer. Did you watch this?
Yeah. So I haven't watched any Black Mirror. Admittedly, it's a problem. I know. Don't yell at me. But this trailer looked good. I want to watch these.
I thought it looked lame.
The 3 episodes.
Yeah, I thought it looked lame.
I'll
But then
watch it.
again, I watched Black Mirror Bandersnatch.
Yeah, you have bad taste in your mouth for Black Mirror right now.
I really like a lot of Black Mirror. I haven't even watched season 4 yet, except for the first episode, which is my favorite episode because it's a rip on Star Trek. I didn't watch the rest because I didn't care. But I probably won't watch it.
It's an anthology series, right?
Yeah. Thankfully, none of them are connected. Angel Has Fallen. You saw the trailer of this before John Wick,
Yeah.
and you have not seen the first 2 movies.
I've not.
So what do you think this movie looks like?
It looks so bad, but it looks like it'd be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah,
it just looks ridiculous.
This trilogy is going to be a guilty pleasure of mine. Olympus Has Fallen is no good, and I love it. It's way over the top. It's got Gerard Butler, America's worst actor.
You mean everybody's fan cast for Hawkman?
Yeah, sure. But I'll see this. I'm excited for it.
What's the second one called?
London Has Fallen. Olympus, London, Angel.
Are these books?
I hope not. Otherwise, they are poor adaptations.
We
Or they're
should-
good adaptations and poor books.
We should watch these together.
Yes, we should.
Okay.
I will watch them with you. They're
Okay.
a lot of fun. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Trailer dropped today for it.
Yeah. So Luke's not excited for this one.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I think it looks really good. It looks like it's gonna be more in the same kind of, I want to say mood. I don't know that mood is the right word. Tone as Inglourious Bastards. And I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
It's got a really good cast. I haven't seen an Al Pacino in a movie in a long time, so that's kind of exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Tarantino.
You should watch Heat again.
Heat, yeah.
That movie's so good.
Tarantino is pretty much deadpan for good movies. I mean, even if they're not your style and you may not like them, you know the movie's going to be done well,
Yeah.
and you don't have to worry
And
about
that's
it.
why I will see it. I
Yeah.
know it will be really
Really
made
well
well. It will
made.
probably have a really good script.
Mm-hmm. Just whether that
I
script
just-
really tickles your fancy or not, right?
I was reading the reviews out of Cannes Festival, and I was like, huh. Because a lot of people are saying, I'm kind of mixed on this. And I don't really know where I lean on it. And then I get on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's at 93%. So I'm like, so is it good or not? Like,
Sounds like it's good.
like people keep saying, like, oh, it's gonna be mixed. There's gonna be parts where people will turn people off. They're not gonna like it because it's different, or I don't know, whatever. But then only one person hasn't liked it, and
Quick question. Favorite Tarantino movie?
Inglourious Bastards or Django Unchained.
Django, baby. I love Django Unchained. That movie's so good.
Didn't cough. But yeah, I'll still see it. I shouldn't say that. I never saw The Hateful Eight, but I thought that movie looked. I did not think that one looked.
I have
good.
not watched that one.
Last trailer was Toy Story 4. Did you see the trailer for this?
No.
Oh, it will be good. It's a Toy Story movie.
I'm gonna be honest. I love Toy Story.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Toy I think they're all good, but I don't care.
I like Toy Story, but I'm having a really hard time caring about this one.
Really?
Yeah.
It went
I don't know why.
It went a lot more into the story, this trailer,
Mhm.
and I think it helped with me because it's not just here's your nostalgic Toy Story 4 trailer.
Yeah.
It actually, it looks like an entertaining story, and plus it's about a toy that actually isn't a toy becoming a toy. Because it's a spork
Yeah.
with googly eyes on it.
And they make him fit in, even though he's different.
Yeah.
Aw.
But I mean, I think it could be. It will probably be good.
I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I'll be
I'll
there
still see it.
opening weekend probably. But I'm having a hard time getting excited for it. That's okay though.
I'm with you.
Is that the trailer roundup?
That's all the trailers, and there's probably one I forgot. You take a news story. I'm tired of reading all those.
Got you. So, this is another one that I think Brett will want to touch on because I know he loves his streaming wars, and he likes to make the map and tell the story, and I think it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But Disney bought Comcast's portion of Hulu, and they now have majority control of Hulu. So Hulu is Disney's now.
They have Hulu and Disney Plus.
Disney just continues to grow. They have announced a bunch of new Marvel shows coming to Hulu as well. It kind of blows my mind that Disney owns as much as they do. It's kind of scary at the same time, though, because you feel like
Disney's out there in Easteros or whatever it's called, just building up their army.
I just
freed Slavers Bay.
Seriously, I feel like every time. So this is what this has done to me with Disney is like every time a studio has a misstep, Disney's gonna buy them. I always think it, and I know they're not going to, but it always crosses my mind. Well, like, man, if they have a couple more of those, Disney might buy them. And it's scary to think about because Disney owns a lot of the media.
Especially now that they have Fox.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yep.
And they're already buying parts off of Comcast. Like, it's scary.
Who was the company going against Disney to buy Fox? Was it Comcast?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what's so crazy to me. Like,
that is funny.
We're not far away from Disney owning everything.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'm excited for Brett's streaming wars on this.
Yep. And kind of on that, you mentioned how they're announcing shows, Disney. They were talking about the Falcon Winter Soldier, and it comes out August 2020.
Yep.
And
it's really fast.
Yeah. So that must have been moving really quick.
Yeah, I think they've already probably filmed some of it.
Yeah.
Like maybe when they were doing Endgame.
Yeah.
They were like, "Hey, we got you guys here. Let's
Can we film a pilot?"
Yeah. So, yeah.
And then Daniel Bruhl, who played Zemo, is returning, and Emily Van Camp, who played Agent 13, is going to be coming back. She was from Winter Soldier and Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's pretty cool. I think it'll be cool to see these things, and it's a limited series, so it'll probably be like 6 episodes or something.
I think
short.
they said 6 episodes.
6 or
actually,
5 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I liked their chemistry in the movies.
Oh yeah.
So I think it'll be a lot of fun.
They're great.
A little buddy cop series.
And it's supposed to take place after Endgame, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure I know what the story's going to be, but I don't want to say it for the sake of spoilers.
That's true.
But it'll have something to do with
What?
Yeah. So
I did some editing in post there on
Yeah.
his voice, just in case you were wondering.
I'm glad you did that because it would have sounded really, really bad if I didn't give it a spoiler tag. Speaking of series, there will be no.
Wait, is this a spoiler?
Yes.
Okay, no, skip that.
Boom. We're moving on. Dang it. I'm off the rocker. Don't tell anybody. No.
Also, there's a buzzing. It might be the air conditioning.
4 minutes ago, news story just broke.
Oh.
Just Cause movie is gonna happen.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Calm down, PlayStation Studio. Is that place?
Yeah. Writer of the John Wick films.
Oh, cool.
Set to be the screenwriter for a feature film.
Yep. Sorry if you hear a buzzing. I don't know what it is. It might be the air conditioner. is what I was going to
Yeah,
say.
we were trying to figure that out. So if it sounds a little disjointed, that's what that was. We were a little discombobulated there.
Either that or it's a ghost.
Either way.
Would not be the first time
Hey.
our audio podcast has been haunted.
No, it would not. That was scary. Wasn't that after we watched The Conjuring?
It was the day after we watched The Conjuring, and I almost pooped myself when we were recording because the lights started flickering, and then you looked behind me with the widest eyes, and I was losing my bananas.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall I continue with a news story? I'm gonna stay in the Marvel world.
Okay.
Kevin Feige did a little Ask Me Anything kind of little thing on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. I didn't know he did that. I think it was his first one. So I guess the Mandarin is not dead, and Kevin Feige was saying that he will return. The real Mandarin. I don't know why I said he's not dead. It's just that the real Mandarin is actually going to show up. And then also that the Black Widow movie will take place in between Civil War and Infinity War.
Which I don't like that, but whatever. I'm sure it'll be good.
Yep.
Honestly, like, I wish it was going to be Black Widow and Hawkeye, and we could find out what happened that they always...
In Budapest?
Yeah, in Budapest. Like, they always talk about it.
Yeah.
That's what I wish it would be.
I kind of like how that's just theirs. I like how it's just this kind of thing. Like, that belongs to them and nobody else. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Mandarin's coming back. Mandarin and the Ten Rings. Let's see, what else do we got going here? Chris Rock rebooting Saw. I've never seen Saw.
Yeah, this is... Oh, you haven't?
I'm not going to watch it.
It's pretty not that good. But I think it's interesting. This is cool to me because Chris Rock is obviously a fan of the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to see more of it. And I think the best things come when people make something they care about, something they like.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool, and I think it'll be good. And I think James Wan is involved, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to be a part of it.
He's helping out with it too, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so
helping reboot, yeah.
I have a lot of faith in that. I think it'll be good. And it'll be, look, if we've learned anything, it's that comedy actors can direct.
Horror.
Horror, yes. So I have a lot of faith in this. I think it'll be good. I'll go see it just out of curiosity, I think. But yeah, I think that's cool. I really do. I hope it goes over well, and I hope it's well received because we need more people doing this kind of thing. Like taking something they love and expanding on that. Like I think that's good for the industry.
Absolutely. Let's see.
There's so much.
There's only like 20,000 more news stories to go through here. We haven't even gotten to the Big Daddy one yet. So I thought this was really cool. Because the Umbrella Academy came out on Netflix, and that's a Dark Horse comic, and apparently that is the most watched show on Netflix, like most in demand. Yeah, more than Stranger Things.
Whoa!
I saw that. I don't. If you don't believe that, I won't say you're crazy for. But I read that on the internet, and the internet is true, right? But Netflix got a first look deal with Dark Horse Comics properties. So if there's going to be an adaptation of something from Dark Horse, Netflix
gets first crack at it.
They get to say yes or no first. So I think that's really cool.
That's awesome. And Dark Horse has a lot of really good stories that aren't really tapped.
I wonder if we're going to get another Hellboy reboot.
Hellboy is a TV show?
Yeah.
It's hard to care about Hellboy right now.
Yeah, that movie was just nothing.
Speaking of TV shows that are very popular, and I should have mentioned this earlier when we were talking about Hulu, but Rick and Morty Season 4 coming this fall. That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Because it kind of looked like, I mean, it got renewed for a bunch of episodes, but like nobody knew when.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's
coming this year?
Yeah, this year.
Cool.
I think November, I think is when they're looking at. I think that's really cool, though. I've watched a little bit of the first season, and I enjoy it, but like I'm not a huge Family Guy person. Like, so shows like that, it's very hit or miss.
I've never been into any of those, like, crude,
raunchy
animated shows, like Family Guy, or The Simpsons, or American Dad, whatever the crap that is.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty's
Even
crazy.
Futurama.
Yeah.
Like I hear that's like, oh, it's one of the best shows ever made.
Yeah. I like Rick and Morty a lot, but I can only tolerate it in doses.
Yep.
Like I can't just sit down and watch a season.
I know Brett loves Futurama.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our viewers and listeners like Futurama, and they like Rick and Morty, and I like Rick and Morty, but like I said, I can't sit and watch it for like hours on end. I also wasn't allowed to watch Ed, Edd and Eddy growing up because it kind of like promotes stupidity.
I didn't have cable growing up,
Yeah.
so I did not even.
Man, how did you become a cinephile?
I watched a movie when I was a little older, and I was like, I like this.
That's interesting.
Then I watched another movie, and then I watched 4 movies in one day. No.
Did you sign that Game of Thrones petition?
I absolutely did sign that petition because that is so funny.
Did you really?
No! Are you kidding me?
I was like, really, dude?
No, that is the stupidest thing.
I agree.
Like, honestly,
this goes back to the fanboy conversation that we eventually will release an episode on.
yes, but like it's funny because somebody starts these petitions as a joke because they know people are gonna sign it.
Yeah,
and a
million people.
I really do think it's quite funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
But at the same time, it's just like, guys,
nothing's gonna change. Yeah,
it's over. Just let it go.
The sense of entitlement and ownership that fans these days have, and we're all guilty of it at some point.
Absolutely.
I just find it so ridiculous. Like, guys, the show's over. Let it end.
Justice League came out.
Oh,
let it go. It's over. Just move on.
Yeah.
Just get excited for the next thing coming out. And you know what? If WB does decide to release the Snyder Cut,
I'll watch it.
I'll watch it. But it wasn't because you begged for it.
No.
It's because they probably actually feel like they owe it to Snyder to do it, if anything.
Yeah.
They did it for Richard Donner with his cut with Superman 2. That also took like 20 years, I should say.
Yeah. I'll watch it.
Man, freaking fans suck sometimes.
Yeah.
Why are we so stupid? Oh my gosh. I'm just like, my mind is blown at how idiotic people are sometimes about all this stupid crap. It's like, I love this stuff, but I'm glad I'm smart enough
to know
that like
it's
I didn't like it, and that's fine.
Yeah, it's okay to not like things.
Oh, jeez, like
it's seriously okay.
Grow up, you children. Jeez Louise.
So speaking of not liking things, James Gunn kind of went through a firing, rehiring kind of situation.
I actually did sign that petition.
Did you?
I did sign the James Gunn petition.
Very cool. That one makes a little more sense, I think.
That one felt a lot more unfair.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah. I would agree.
And it wasn't like, oh, only James Gunn can direct Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It was, no, this guy got
fired
for
something he said
over
10 years ago.
Yeah, that Disney definitely knew about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They just got in trouble because it was uncovered.
Yep.
But he did that interview that we kind of talked about earlier, and he talked about, how he felt and how he didn't obviously like it.
Yeah.
Getting fired sucks.
Yeah, it was like, I think in the article he talks about how it was just the worst day of his life. But then so many people started supporting him, like the cast of Guardians, Michael Rooker, and Dave Bautista specifically. And then also a lot of the fans were like, oh, man, like, sorry, man, this sucks. Like, we really want you back and all this stuff.
And I'm pretty sure Feige backed him, too. It was Bob Iger's final decision.
Yes. And then, how...
Out of that came a lot of good, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He went and started doing the Suicide Squad, and he started talking about how much fun he was writing that script. But then he also talks about how he had to go tell Feige that he was going to go work for DC. And he's just like, I don't want to do that. Like, it's going to be so awkward. And then how he was so happy when he found out that he was going to get rehired to do Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And he did say he was really happy that they were at least going to use his script when he had been fired.
Mm-hmm.
But also the really cool thing, I think he's like, yeah, they had to fire me. Like, their business. What else? What other choice did they have?
What do they do?
It's like, he's like, I get it.
Yeah.
And he's not mad at all, which is awesome.
So with his Guardians 3 movie coming, I don't know if you heard this, and it's a very like mild and quiet rumor. But obviously at the end of Guardians 2, spoilers, I guess, if you're 4 years removed and haven't watched it yet. Rumors for Adam Warlock. Have you seen any of this stuff?
Mm-mm.
It's rumored that it might be Zac Efron.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want that to happen because I kind of want him on the other side of this thing, but interesting.
I heard that this movie will probably be extremely rocket heavy.
I'm okay with it.
Specifically because, I mean, Peter Quill has honestly kind of had his arc with Gamora, and I don't know if he wants to keep telling that story.
Yeah.
But then also, James Gunn writes Rocket as himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you watch Rocket in those movies, you're not watching Rocket Raccoon. You're watching James Gunn develop. Like, that's his story.
Yeah.
Like, he used to be a really big D-hole.
Yeah.
And he's changed a lot over the years, which is really cool. Man, I really like James Gunn. I didn't like Guardians Volume 2 very much, but that dude is he's a swell guy.
You should listen to his podcast, or the podcast he was on with Michael Rosenbaum.
I should.
It's really good. It's really interesting to hear him talk about that story, like of how he grew up and just how he got to where he is now.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
I'll have to check that out. What's the name of his podcast?
Inside of You. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
It's one way to do it. Let's
Yep.
see. Have we gone through all these?
Well, we tried. We didn't talk about the John Wick one.
Oh, we can talk about that when we talk about the movie.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Well, it's time for the big one,
It's time for the big one.
Okay, so, hold on.
Hit me with all that. Hit me with all that flavor.
I'll hit you with the big one. You ready?
Slap me with that news story in the face.
The Division 2's raid is out.
I didn't think you were going to be so literal with that. I'm just kidding. That was fake.
The Division 2's raid is now on the game.
Oh.
That's not the big story.
I was like, oh.
But it is a news story that I failed to mention. The Division 2's raid is out. The big news story is it's all but confirmed that Robert Pattinson, I repeat, Robert Pattinson from the Twilight franchise is going to play Bruce Wayne / Batman.
What?
And to that I say
he cannot play the Batman. He played a boy vampire. He can't do that. He's obviously not a good actor. Why would they pick him? WB clearly has no idea what they're doing. Why would they replace Ben Affleck, who's clearly the greatest actor in Batman and what's his name? Bruce Wayne.
Here you go. So
Bruce Wayne of all time. Release the Snyder Cut. Release the Snyder Cut.
All right, I'm going to stop Luke there.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I just kept going.
So I just want you to tell me what was the public, when you say good if the public perception was good, bad if it was bad when I say these actors' names, okay? Michael Keaton.
Very bad.
Okay. Heath Ledger.
Very bad.
Ben Affleck.
Very bad.
Christian Bale.
I don't remember.
It was very mixed. People weren't very happy about it.
Yeah.
If you hear the trend, this is typical.
It's really funny that people always freak out when Batman, or even for Heath Ledger, the Joker is cast. And also, I should say, when they cast Jared Leto, I mean, I remember people kind of being like, "Oh yeah, this dude's a
I
good
was one of
actor."
them. I was like, "Yes,
dude, he sucked."
Yeah, he was not very good.
He was really. I don't know if it's him. He's written really bad. Sorry, Ayer, but you screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah, I think he could have been good, but yeah, he was written
Dude,
poorly.
it's a really good actor.
Yeah.
But jeez,
he's been in some stinkers lately, though.
Yeah, here's the thing about Batman, though. Casting Batman is so easy.
You just cast Bruce Wayne, baby.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know who plays Batman? A voice actor and a stunt guy.
Yep.
You make sure the mask looks good on them, and you know how you do that? You mold the mask to their face.
Yep.
They're not going to take Ben Affleck's giant dome piece of a head and just be like, fit into this suit. No, absolutely not. That's not how it works. They're going to make a suit that works for him.
Yep.
It's going to be padded. He's going to work out. Jeez.
Zachary Levi. What was the perception on that one? Bad.
It was kind of mixed.
Because he's funny.
I was really happy about that one.
Yeah.
I was really pumped about that one.
I was happy, but I was sad because I wanted somebody else. But I'm really happy with it now.
Yeah. But, you cast Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember who tweeted it. I think it was Mark
Mark Miller.
Mark Miller. No, I'm thinking of something else.
Oh.
Mark Miller tweeted out that Pattinson would be a good Batman in 2017.
Yeah.
Which, good call, Mr. Miller. That's some good predicting you got going on there.
Seriously. He knew something before
Mr.
everybody
Speculation man over there. Shoot, I don't remember. It was a comic book writer, and they showed a picture of Greg Capullo's Bruce Wayne. It looks exactly like Pattinson.
Really?
It's a smaller build.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just yoked Batman. He's got like the kind of a more skinny head and the slicked back hair, kind of how a lot of pictures have been kind of perceiving Pattinson as they do like fan art and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like him.
So
and I was, when I first heard Pattinson, I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. I can dig that. He's a good actor. You know, it's whatever. I don't care. I just want a Batman movie.
Yeah.
And then I saw that picture and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Well, and it's also a younger Batman. I mean, that's the other thing. You got to get a guy, if you're going to do a younger Batman, you got to get a guy who can look suave and wealthy and clean up really well, but also be able to nail the Bruce Wayne Playboy thing. And I think he'll do a good job. We kind of watched some trailers for some of his most recent movies, and
We're
the
like,
dude's good.
Yeah, we're like, oh, we got to watch these.
The dude's really good. And
It's time to do some nerd research.
You know, one thing that I have learned since we've started doing this podcast, because I admittedly would have knee-jerk reactions to castings, it happens. It's hard. You know, a lot of people care about Batman, and that's what's hard. You know, you're not going to please everybody. Game of Thrones just had to deal with their part of that. You can't please everyone.
Absolutely.
But one thing I've learned about since doing these kind of things is you got to trust the director's vision. And I think Matt Reeves is a good enough filmmaker that he wouldn't cast Pattinson if he didn't think he could do it. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is good. I really do. It's all but confirmed. But I don't know. I'm excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's different this time. Like, last time it was Affleck, and I was like, all right, cool. Sure. This time I'm like, yes. This dude is not. He's going to knock people's socks off. Like, I think he's going to nail it.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. And the only thing they have to do to please me is not do the stupid Christian Bale voice, and I will be happy.
You want more like a Conroy where he just kind of lowers it down a little bit, or do you want voice modulator?
Either.
Okay.
I'm fine with either.
Because Conroy, like when Conroy does the voice acting on Batman animated series and all the movies,
He does two different
he
voices.
does two different voices. And I mean, if you weren't paying attention, you honestly wouldn't notice.
Mm-hmm.
But he just kind of makes it go down just a little gruff. But he's not doing a Christian Bale.
He doesn't sound like he's smoking 20 packs of cigarettes. Yeah, and he doesn't as long as Pattinson doesn't do this thing with his lips when he talks, I'll be okay. But no, Bale in Batman Begins didn't do that.
I loved his voice.
He was so good. He
Yeah.
just talked like he was like a little bit deeper, kind of like what Conroy does, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like Batman Begins is probably my second favorite out of that trilogy, but it's really good. Like, I really like Batman Begins a lot. It's probably the one I've watched the most, honestly. But no, I watched the Twilight movies. No one is good in those movies. No one. I dare you to tell me otherwise. No one is good in those movies.
I haven't seen them. Should I watch them?
No.
Okay. I thought I'd ask.
But no, sorry, I'm getting long-winded here. I'm really excited about Pattinson. We kind of talked about, a while back, and I'm just going to kind of spin this story into something else. We kind of talked about, there was rumors that it was Pattinson playing Batman, and there was rumors that Josh Gad was playing the Penguin. And we've now since had it confirmed that the Penguin and Catwoman are kind of the villains of this movie. We kind of heard this.
I just want to let you know we're about to get into some. I'm gonna fan cast.
Right now?
Once you're done with your thing, I'm gonna ask you fan casting.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, but no, that. The rumor was Gad and Pattinson, and it was around the same time. So I'm willing to bet in the coming weeks we find out Gad is gonna play the Penguin.
I still don't like that one.
He even tweeted out the Penguin. Like, he put a picture of the Penguin on like a card or something, and I was like, all right, I guess. But before we get into fan casting, Pattinson was at Cannes, right, for The Lighthouse?
Yes.
And I'll let Luke take this
so
one.
he was at Cannes for The Lighthouse, which is his movie with Willem Dafoe that he's making.
Sorry. They have very similar career trajectories. It's very weird. They did big movies, and then they kind of disappeared into this whole like obscure
Do
indie
some training.
film.
Figure
And
out how to
they've come-
act.
And Defoe has come back really well.
Yeah.
And Pattinson is due, I think, for that same kind of comeback.
Mm-hmm. So at Cannes, a reporter approached him, and they asked him about the Batman and his response. And on the website, it says he responded with a smile, "I'm only answering questions about the lighthouse." That's it. That's all he says.
So we talked about this at dinner tonight. Typically, when there's rumors of someone being cast, I'm looking at you, Army Hammer. They'll typically say, "I haven't talked to anybody," or "No, it's not true." Like Pattinson not denying it there tells me everything I need to know. It's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah.
He's the Batman.
Yeah.
And we'll hear it probably this week.
Yep.
I imagine by Friday we'll know for sure.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was starting to get a little like just really exhausted with not hearing anything about the Batman, and I was starting to hit the point like, man, I don't need a Batman movie. Just give me the other heroes. Like, I don't care. I've gotten a lot of Batman. I love Batman. I have Batman comics. I have the old Batman movies. I'm good on Batman. This came out, and I was like, give me the Batman movie. I need it now. Now.
I need it tomorrow. It needs to be done.
But yeah. So, here's my question for you.
Okay.
I want you to fan cast, and you can use the ones, I guess, like Josh Gad if he's rumored, it's fine. But Penguin, Catwoman, and then I want you to pick, it's rumored to have 6 villains. I want you to pick one other villain to be in the movie. And you don't have to fan cast him if you don't want to. Am I putting you too much on the spot?
No. I'm just trying to think of who I would want as a villain. I really want something we haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Professor Pig, but I think he's going to be the villain in the Batwoman show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah. Oh, that's another trailer that came out. That trailer was horrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
That trailer was
But did you notice the
horrible.
villains had animal masks on?
You're right. You're right.
So I think it's going to be Professor Pig. We've kind of written like an intro to a Batman movie, admittedly, and Professor Pig was kind of our pick for the opening.
What a bunch of nerds!
Yeah, and so like that it wouldn't work now, but that's tough. The obvious answer I think would be the Riddler. Even though he's been in a movie before, I don't think he's been done justice.
He was. That was not the Riddler.
Yeah,
That was Jim Carrey.
being Jim
Being
Carrey.
peak Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
He was the hot actor at the time, and we've gotten him in Gotham, but we won't count anything from Gotham because every single person except Batman was in Gotham until the last episodes.
Honestly, I love Two-Face, man.
Mhm.
I really do.
Two-Face is a really good villain that you can always have around.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I like Two-Face a lot, and you can cast John Hamm in that role.
absolutely,
Comfortably.
you can. Yeah.
But man, there's just so many, like the Riddler. I know Sebastian Stan's lobbying. Absolutely, I'm in on
Mhm.
that. He's really good. I don't know, man. There's just so many. I really, if they do a villain, I wouldn't mind Falcone.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not like the villains you would think of typically, but
Mhm.
I think that would fit with the Penguin
Mm-hmm.
really well
Mm-hmm.
because the Penguin.
He's another
would
crime boss.
yeah,
Yeah.
he would be undercutting Falcone, and it would cause a bunch of turmoil in
Yeah.
the city. And I just think that'd be really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you cast somebody, some mafia-looking dude. I don't know.
Ray Liotta.
Sure. Yeah, there you go. That'll work. But as who would I fan cast for the Penguin? I don't know. I think Gad could sell it. He's not my first choice, but I think he'd sell it fine. I can't think of anybody else at the moment. And then for Catwoman, we kind of talked.
We have the same one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Who is yours?
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
She is in Fallout. She is the White Widow. So good. Her role as the White Widow in Mission Impossible Fallout was the perfect audition for freaking Catwoman.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? She literally played Catwoman.
Yep.
Come on, WB, you gotta get on that.
And she'd be cheap-ish.
Mm-hmm. Cheaper than a lot of people. So my fan cast for the Penguin is Andy Serkis.
I want Andy. Ooh, I just thought of my villain and who it would be. Andy Serkis, Mad Hatter.
Mm-hmm.
I would use Andy Serkis for the Mad Hatter so quick.
Uh-huh.
I think he would nail that.
So, and okay, so my other villain I wanted is Clayface.
Yeah.
And
then you can have whoever you want.
just get a bunch of actors.
Yep.
But then the keynote actor, you get Keanu Reeves. You get Keanu Reeves, baby. I'm just really high on John Wick, and I want Keanu Reeves. I think it'd be cool. Somebody that's trying to be an actor.
Oh, yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Because he's not very good.
He's fine, and like, but he has to be in the right movie. Like, he's a very, very, very character actor. He plays
Yeah, he's got one type.
very well.
Dude, that was perfect. That's like your best
Yeah.
one ever. Whoa.
So IGN posted a thing today, and it says John. I'll get to that later. Okay, sorry. But yeah,
Dude, we could fan cast all day.
yeah. I really could. me and Tyler could talk about this literally all day.
Yeah.
And we would be like, "Oh, I'm kind of hungry. We
Yeah.
haven't eaten breakfast, lunch, or dinner." Yeah, but let us know what you think of Pattinson. We did have a
Yeah,
poll
We did.
on Twitter because the two rumored were Nicholas Hoult was also still kind of rumored, and Robert Pattinson.
Who did you vote for?
I voted for Pattinson, mainly because I have not seen as much as him, but I think he has better credits of a actor. Like, people are like, that dude can act. I've seen Nicholas Hoult in Mad Max Fury Road and the most recent X-Men movies. I know he can do big budget stuff.
Yeah.
So, I would not be opposed to him, but just Pattinson was a little bit smaller, I felt like. And I wanted that.
Sorry. We got a Fanbox.
Yay.
It's a meme. But so yeah, we ran that poll between the two. I voted for Holt. But mostly because I wanted to do what I didn't think would actually happen. I would have been very happy with either.
Absolutely.
I'm super pumped. Like, as you heard earlier, I'm super pumped for Pattinson. I think he's going to crush this. But it's pretty well split, actually.
Really? What is it?
We had 24 votes.
Nice. That's solid.
54% Robert Pattinson, 46% Nicholas Hoult.
Wow.
So it's a pretty good split down the middle almost.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I'm surprised Pattinson had more, honestly. But I also think it's because not a lot of people know who Nicholas Hoult is. Because a lot of the movies he's in,
they know who he is. They just don't recognize the name. They
Mhm.
can't put it with who.
Yeah.
Every time.
But you watch a movie with him, and you're like, man, that guy's really good.
Yep. He's Nux in Fury Road. He's one of the best parts of that movie, and he's Beast in the X-Men.
And he's
movie.
Beast. And he's Tolkien in the new Tolkien movie.
Yeah.
He's in a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't realize it.
Yep.
Like, honestly, I kind of had the same. I had like a Tom Hardy moment with Nicholas Hoult in Mad Max. Like, when I saw The Revenant, I didn't realize Tom Hardy was in the movie until like 40 minutes into it. I was like, oh, that's Tom Hardy. That's how I felt when I watched Mad Max. And I was like, holy crap, that's the dude who plays Beast.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know his name, like he said. And I was like, oh my gosh, it doesn't even look like him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's one of those actors that you can't put a name to the face, but you know that he's really good, and you know he's going to bring it in everything he's in.
Absolutely.
So, shoot, I fan cast him for the Riddler.
Yeah, why not?
I bet he's in it. I mean, look.
He's somebody, and he's like, oh man, everybody's thinking of Batman. Put him actually Gordon.
Well, this is
a really, really, really young Gordon.
This is the kind of thing that happens, though. Like, it comes down to a few actors, and then one will get the titular role, and the other one will be the villain, or the other one will be in the movie in some capacity. He could play Harvey Dent. He'd be young, but I mean, he could do it.
Well, I mean, even typically, Harvey Dent and Batman
Are pretty close in age.
close in age
Yeah.
because I mean, Harvey Dent gets everybody thinks he's Batman.
Yeah.
So
they could do it. I mean, it's certainly doable. He could also just play some dude in a gang for the Penguin.
mm-hmm.
You know, like, he could be a lot
Mr.
of
Freeze.
things. Sure.
Nah, too young.
Yeah,
I would need somebody a little.
But
older
I bet
than
he has the
Mr.
acting
Freeze.
chops to pull it off, though. in my
Yeah, he
opinion.
does absolutely.
He could play Zaz.
He's already cast in Birds of Prey.
I know, it's unfortunate, but he could do it if
Mm-hmm.
they didn't.
Mm-hmm. They should pull Ewan McGregor and whoever that dude is playing Zaz up from Birds of Prey and just put him in a little cameo role.
I bet
Let him get punched.
the rumor with the 6 villains thing. Bet some of them are pretty small.
some of them are villains in title from the comics. They'll just be in the movie.
Yeah.
Kind of like how in The Dark Knight, Maroni and Falcone are both in that movie. They don't have any impact, really.
Right.
They're just in it. A lot of times they're even a hostage or something.
Yep.
I mean, but yeah, they're still technically villains.
Yep. I don't know.
I'm
We'll
really
hear a lot more
excited.
over the next few weeks, I think.
I'm really hoping the floodgates kind of start to open.
When is SDCC?
July.
That's when they open.
Yeah.
That's when everything comes out. It starts. I bet it starts filming in November. That's the rumor I think right now is
Yep.
November.
Dude,
and that's
we're gonna
when we'll hear a lot.
we're gonna get Wonder Woman trailers. We're gonna get Batman updates.
We're gonna get another Joker trailer probably.
Probably
Birds of Prey trailer, like a full trailer.
Birds of Prey trailer. And then I heard rumors of Man of Steel 2 announcement. Dude, E3 and then San Diego Comic-Con. I need those to get here.
Yeah.
Those are two just awesome weekends, man.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we made it through all the news. Thank goodness. That was ridiculous.
So let's briefly talk about John Wick and
Yeah.
then wrap this thing up.
Let's get through this. John Wick 3, Parabellum. What'd you think of it, Tyler?
I loved it. I mean, I'm new to the John Wick franchise.
Yeah.
But I loved it. It's so good. Like, just when you think they can't turn it up anymore, they do.
Mm-hmm.
They just come out with some crazy action sequence that just blows your mind. Specifically Halle Berry. Insane. So good. But no, I really, really enjoyed this one. There's a few scenes I could do without, but for the most part, I think this is a really solid movie.
Yep.
I don't have any true complaints about it.
Yeah. I do. So but though, yes, I did love it. It's so much fun. They really turned it up to 11, and
it's funny to watch from
Yeah.
1 to 3 how the budget gets bigger and the scenes get crazier.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And they use their budget
Really
I
well.
think, by not, like, it doesn't look like they overdo it, but they use it so that they can up the action in the right way.
Yep.
Like finally adding dogs to an action sequence.
Yeah.
But for me, it had a lot weaker narrative, and I think that hurt it. But at the same time, I'm here to watch John Wick absolutely wreck fools.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm fine with it. It's just that out of the 3 I've seen, this one was my least favorite. That's fine. I mean, it continues to world build, which is awesome. This the world that I can't remember the writer's name, and then Chad Stahelski, gosh, his name is hard to say, have started to build is insane, and I love it.
Yeah.
And it keeps getting bigger, and I'm really excited for more. So yeah, a weaker narrative. Like the third act for me was definitely the weakest out of this movie, but then also out of the 3 movies, it had a weaker third act. I thought it started to feel long. Like, and it's a really cool fight sequence where they're in this big glass room.
Yeah,
and
that scene is long.
your body's hurting, and then they keep taking breaks and restarting the fight, and I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
I would agree with that.
like I could have done with less there, and that was like right after a really fun, interesting shooting sequence, which I don't really want to get too much into, but very Division, I'd say, and that was a lot of fun. However, and then the educator lady, I did not like her. I didn't like her character, and I didn't like the actress.
Yeah, I'm with
but
you.
it's whatever. She like I don't care.
Yeah.
But those are the only problems I have. This movie's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. The action is incredible. There's the first 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes of this movie is worth a ticket.
Yeah. Absolute insanity.
It's some of the best action you'll see. It's choreographed so well.
It also feels really tense with the clocks.
Yes.
And the time and stuff.
They keep like saying like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah.
It's like, oh gosh, what's gonna happen when time runs out?
Shout out Boban.
And then also, let's say you're late to the movie, but you still wanted to see it. You missed those first 15 minutes. But you get to see the Halle Berry John Wick dogfight scene. Worth it.
Oh yeah, it's worth a ticket,
I was watching that. I was just like, oh my gosh.
dude. Every like 2 seconds, we're like, oh my gosh, the whole movie.
I honestly am kind of speechless with what they're able to do with these fight scenes.
Yeah, it's insane.
They're so well done.
Yeah,
It's just like
it blows your mind.
Dude, if it could have had like the strong narrative that the first one had, or even kind of the second one,
yeah,
which it has less so than the first one, but it's still more so there. Dude, this movie would have like absolutely destroyed my mind. I think just been like, how did they do this? Like, this is a dumb action movie, and I'm like crying. And like, also, man, I really want to talk about that. I guess this might be it. Should we? Do you have any more to say? I kind of just rushed through all my points.
You're
there.
totally fine because all your points are points that I would make
Oh,
as well.
okay. We're the same person.
The only other thing I would add, I do like the twists and turns that they've added.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first two, I didn't feel like there was a ton of twists and turns. It's all just pretty straightforward action movie. This one, they've added more, and I think a lot of it comes from the world building.
Mm-hmm.
That they've made this way of adding twists into it, which it didn't seem like a franchise that would have those, but now it does.
Mm-hmm.
And I like those. I like the twists that they added to the movie, and I like the new. I don't like the educator lady. I do like that role. Like, I do like that is a thing, because I think it again speaks to the bigger picture that they're building and painting, and I think it's really cool.
Yep.
I think they do a good. The John Wick movies are the best at building the world through subtle scenes.
Yeah.
It's so incredible. You don't need info dumps in every scene to build your world. You can do it very subtly, and they do it probably the best.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome.
One of the best.
Yeah.
So I guess just slight spoilers here.
Yeah. And this is kind of a news story too.
This is also a news story. If you don't want to hear this, I guess
Fast forward 15 seconds.
Yeah, fast forward just a little bit. But it will reveal kind of the ending just a bit. 3, 2, 1. John Wick 4 is coming out on
2 years from today,
May 21st, 2021.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
I'm
Bring it
so
on.
excited.
I was so nervous this was going to be the last one, and
So
I'm
was
really
I.
glad it's still going.
Yep. Even though I don't know how, but it is.
There's no way he should be alive.
No way.
He should be dead. Okay, spoilers over. We're back. We're back, baby. Back like we never left. Oh, actually, that's probably just the end of John Wick. Do we have any?
That is. Ratings.
Oh, I give it a fanboy worthy. If you like the first 2 John Wick movies,
You're going to love this
you're
one.
gonna love this movie.
Yep. Fanboy worthy for me
Yep.
as well.
I give the first John Wick movie a booyah. I think 99% of people should try that movie out. There's a good chance you're gonna enjoy something in that movie. I think where you go, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Or you might be like, that was the best movie I've ever seen. Or you might be kind of lame and not like it. But whatever.
It happens.
Who am I to judge? Like what you want to.
But yeah, that's probably the
fanboy
end of
worthy.
that.
Yep. So do we have any Fanbox?
Not really.
I guess we didn't get any questions, but we did talk a lot this week on Twitter, kind of about Game of Thrones and different stuff.
And we
I know
kinda-
Exum tweeted out his 10
poll.
favorite episodes in his poll. Yeah, I voted for Hard Home favorite episode.
I voted for the
Reigns of
Red
Castamere.
Wedding. Yeah, Reigns of Castamere.
Yeah.
I like that. I just like how that episode completely amplifies the show. Like from that point on, it's just nuts, absolute chaos.
I loved Hard Home because it just had such an epic moment with my favorite character, and I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
yeah. But yeah, no Fanbox questions, I guess. So
I can double check.
I doubt we have any. We didn't tweet for it. I mean, Tyler don't know what we're doing without Brett. We're
See-
lost without him. We don't even have a video this week.
Yeah, we're kind of just all over the place.
Maybe Brett can edit it and just put tons of cool pictures with it. I'm not going to hold that to him, though, because if he would say for me to do that, I probably wouldn't do it. I'm too lazy and don't have the time. I do have the time, but I don't. That's why I do. I don't. What am I saying? Is there anything?
We do have a couple questions, I guess, from Joel about the lightsaber stuff.
Oh, the Obi-Wan Vader fight.
Yeah.
Because some fans remade the fight to be more enjoyable. What did he ask? He asked something about like leave it in or take
He said,
it
"What do we
out," or-
think of a Lucasfilm retcon on the Vader versus Obi-Wan battle from A New Hope? Should we acknowledge the limitations of the time, or should we use the tech we have today to edit the inconsistency for awesomeness' sake? Obviously, this is a pipe dream." So, I'll go ahead and answer this first. Honestly, I think you chalk it up to time. I don't think you go back and you edit films like that. I think a film should stand on its own. And for the time that movie was made, it was amazing. It was so crazy to see that kind of stuff on screen, and I think that holds something for people.
Plus, and then
you have to do it for a whole bunch of other stuff too.
you'd have to do it for 5 and 6, and like I think those fights are actually really good.
Yeah,
But they're not this. I mean, they're a product of its time too. That they're not super smooth,
right.
like how that one is remade. But also, I could be totally wrong. I'm pretty sure they kind of worked how bad that fight is into canon. Darth Vader's injured and Obi-Wan is really freaking old. I think. I could be wrong. I just looked at the camera like we were live.
Habits, man.
Habits.
Old habits die hard.
They die real hard.
But no, I think it's. I mean that fan-made recut is dope.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
And like, I can picture that in my mind if
Yeah.
I really need to.
Yeah.
But
And I can always just go to YouTube and watch it.
maybe that's what I've always told myself. Darth Vader's injured and Obi-Wan is old as crap.
Maybe. Yoda's old as crap.
He is.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. And Joel did ask a really good question that we're going to save, I think.
We're waiting for that one because our next episode
is episode 100.
Oh, I was going to say it's going to be in 2 weeks. But it is 100.
Yeah, it's episode 100.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to say. We're hitting a pretty fun milestone.
That we
100
never thought we
episodes
would get to.
in 2 years. Our first recording date was
June 3rd.
June 3rd.
Wonder Woman.
We went and saw Wonder Woman, and then
Talked
me,
about it
Tyler,
for
and
2
Chris were
hours.
like, what are we doing?
Into one mic.
We sat around one mic, and we're just like, I really thought that the action was good. I'm done. Explore that. we were talked so weird. I went
Yeah.
back and listened. That episode is bad. And
We should delete it.
we should redo it.
Yeah, like this. We should just go back and redo the episode.
We should leave it and remake it.
We should revisit Wonder Woman. Do an episode for it.
We should do a commentary on it sometime.
Yes, we should.
Yes, we should.
So I can freak out.
Yep.
And cry.
But in the meantime, look out for episode 100. It's probably going to be a lot of fun. It's probably going to go really long. I keep looking at the camera.
The camera is not there.
The camera is not on, and this is just...
It's okay. We are going to be doing some giveaways.
Yep.
So
Send
be
us
on
in
the
a
lookout
lot
for
of
those.
questions.
Yeah, send in questions. I know I've heard grumblings of some people wanting to donate, so I'll talk to you about that. But yeah, there's some cool stuff we have planned. It should be a lot of fun. We may have to do it on a weekend.
Yeah, we might be doing it on the Sunday before Monday.
Yeah,
Sunday's
Sunday's
comes
always before Monday, but whatever. It's getting late. We're tired. We're gonna get out of here. So,
oh my gosh, I'm
see
losing
you
my
in
mind.
2 weeks for episode 100.
Yeah. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WhatTheFanboy. We are usually live on YouTube at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time because we live in Kansas. Our channel's WhatTheFanboy. Look us up. Give us a review on iTunes if you want to.
That would help us
We
out
would really
quite a bit.
appreciate that.
That is it. That is all
Is
the
that everything?
homework. You got all the homework done, man.
SoundCloud.
100%.
SoundCloud is
All your favorite podcast places.
Yeah,
with
we are everywhere.
it. So until episode 100.
Yep.
See you guys.
100.